I'm going on a bus tour. Very excited about this trip. So I am on an open uh, glass bus, and I cannot wait to experience this trip. So I'll carry you along with me.
All right, all right. Well, welcome to New York. You guys made it. Woo! Not too early for woo-hoo over here. All right, you guys. Well, my name's Dana. I'm going to be your tour guide today. You guys got this amazing glass top where we can look up and see everything. Our driver's Tony. We're going to be calling him the magician before the day's over with. You guys, he only needs a half inch on each side. So, not just anybody can be a tour guide in New York City. You have to take a 150 question test and get a license. Well, you have to get 120 right. But if I know you have to get 98 right, but if you get 120, you get a gold star by your name. Well, you're looking at 125 here, everybody. I wanted that. I wanted that star. So let's find out where everybody's from. Where are you from?
Cleveland.
Cleveland. How about you?
Alabama.
Alabama?
Kenya.
Kenya. How about in the back there? Where are you from?
Cleveland.
Cleveland? How about you guys?
Ireland.
Ireland. You?
Alabama.
Alabama? You guys? Oklahoma. Mongolia? Cleveland. All right, you guys. Well, welcome, welcome. Excuse me. All right, so we're going to go through Times Square here. Learn about Times Square.
Oh, wow.
Then we're going to go to Central Park, where we're going to see the John Lennon Imagine Mosaic and learn all about Central Park. Then our next stop will be our restroom stop, everybody. Second stop, Rockefeller Center. And then we're going to get out and get some pictures with the Empire State Building. Then we'll make our way downtown. We'll probably go to lunch, do the 9/11 memorial. Then we're going to take our ferry ride. Then, guys, I'm still not finished with you because it's all about the West Side nowadays, and we have a lot to see on our ride back. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and get started here. Oh boy. All right, everybody. So this part of Manhattan is called Midtown, but this part of Midtown is the theater district, and there are over 43 Broadway theaters in this neighborhood, but only 3 are on Broadway, because that's not what it takes to be a Broadway theater. It's the size. So 500 seats or more is a Broadway theater. 500 to 100 seats is off-Broadway. 100 seats or less off-Broadway. So that's how we do it, by the number of seats. So guys, that ball we drop every year is actually right in front of us. And as Tony makes his turn, let's do 47, Tony. As Tony makes his turn, we can take a look out our left window there and get a good look at the ball that we drop every year. So Tony's getting ready to make his turn right now. As that ball is 12 feet in diameter, it weighs 12,000 pounds. It has 2,688 Waterford crystals on it and over 32,000 LED lights. Oh, they can make any pattern they want. Now, guys, we're getting ready to make our turn here, and we're going to be passing by the TKTS booth. This is where you can get discounted Broadway tickets. They will sell you today for tonight's show. Or if they're having a matinee tomorrow, they will sell you today for tomorrow's matinee. What happens is producers release tickets all throughout the day, depending on sales. So you can show up there as late as 7 at night and still get discounted Broadway tickets. Alrighty, guys, we're making our turn. So right up the middle of the street. Right now it says Badshaw. If you look up, right above the 2024. And that's the ball we drop every year. All right, guys, so and now here's the TKTS booth. It opens up at 10 o'clock, and that's where you can get discounted Broadway tickets. Oh, they turned the ball white. Isn't that pretty with the spring? Now, guys, in order to have a business in this neighborhood, 25% of your front signage has to be lit. It's required by law. So it looks this way by design. All right, now if everybody look to the left, that's the plaza where all the characters come. Oh, this year we've got Transformers and King Kong. And so if you guys do take a picture with them, just consider they're working. Give them a couple bucks. Okay, so we're on our way to 8th Avenue, and there's a couple of Broadway theaters tucked in, and it's still there, so there's still hope. You know what? Let me remove this sign right here so we don't have to look at that. No problem at all, Tony. Thank you. There. All righty. So here's a little hint about New York City, you guys. No, they just take all your parking. You're like, it's a wrap, isn't it? Get out of here. Now, guys, coming up, we're going to be seeing Lincoln Center for the Performing Arts. This is the baby of John D. Rockefeller III, built during the 1960s. Now, guys, it always used to be. All right, let's turn our heads to the left. First up is the New York Ballet. Now, guys, in the back, that New York Philharmonic plays. They are our nation's oldest Philharmonic, going on 20 years. And guys, this is also where we have another location of our TKTS booth. So there's two places you can buy discounted Broadway tickets. Times Square and Lincoln Center for the Performing Arts. Now, guys, this is a performing neighborhood, and as we go through this intersection, the second tallest building and opera singers. Really a beautiful subway station here at 66th Street. All right, guys, so in the 18th, to learn the Beaux-Arts style of architecture. Now, this style is very decorative and ornate. Our Metropolitan Museum is this style. So is the main branch of our New York Public Library. We'll be seeing that later today. So they came back, except this building on the left. And people used to tease the builders. Where are you building? North Dakota, South Dakota? Which is it? And it's stuck, the Dakota. Now, this, as we get up here past this UPS truck, this is the courtyard where it happened. Those gas lamps. Central Park is 100% man-made. All right, you guys, so you can leave anything you want on the van. Tony's going to be with it all day. Nobody's going to get on board. And you guys, we have a big day today with a lot to see.
So we are at Central Park. So we alighted to just get it and to be able to just be in the environment and appreciate the history within these environments. Like, this was really great. I think I've been to Central Park before, but like, there's a lot of history that I didn't know about Central Park, and so it was a very good learning experience for all of us. And our tour guide is just the best.
Exist anymore. Czechoslovakia, the Soviet Union. Would you guys mind stepping in just over 36? And here's Tavern on the Green, a very nice restaurant. You would want to make reservations there. I haven't been there yet, but I've heard their short ribs are to die for. All right, guys, now coming up on the next block on the right, this building here with the red colored brick, that's where the original Ghostbusters was filmed. And it is a beautiful Art Deco building underneath the park. They're called traverses. The original thinking was they didn't want the horse and buggies bothering the picnickers. nor did they want the picnickers bothering the horse and buggies. And you guys, when you're in the park, you don't even know traffic's going by. So smart. Now, Central Park even has a zoo, but there was never supposed to be a zoo. That was not at all in the original design. What happened was somebody gave a worker boy a baby bear cub, and he fell in love with them. Showed up. They're like, oh, we're getting a menagerie. Oh, let's just start a zoo. And that's how the Central Park started. Now, there's a family here in New York, the Delacourt family, published money, and they loved art. And they put art all over Central Park. They put in the alley during the day. So on the right is the children's zoo. On the left is the regular zoo. And you guys, it's only $20. And it's Jewish reform. And I was curious, what's the reform? Well, they were the first to put the service in English, the first to add music to the service, and it used to be time shopping on Fifth Avenue. First up, Birdhoff Goodman. Women's department on the right, men's department on the left. Okay, so while we're admiring this big time shopping here, I want to tell you the story of the model for these statues. Her name was Audrey Munson. She was our first supermodel. She did the very first non-pornographic nude photo shoot, and a doctor fell in love with her, and he killed his wife so he could be with her. Oh, this upset her very much. She did not love him. The poor baby tried to commit suicide by drinking mercury. Well, she didn't get along with her mother, and her mother had a restaurant in there called the Blue Box. Get breakfast or lunch, get yourself to the Blue Box. Now here's the Trump Tower he lives at when he's in Manhattan. It's got the top 3 floors. Now, guys, while we're admiring all this, I'm going to tell us about Cartier. Now, Cartier used to be in the Diamond District, but it was way down in Chinatown. He wanted up here with the money and the mansions. Well, there was a family who had a mansion here, the Potts family, and he showed the wife a beautiful natural pearl necklace, and she fell in love with that necklace. She fell in love with it so much, she traded $100 and her mansion for that necklace. Now, it came up for sale in the 70s, $277,000. That's a lot of money for a necklace, but nothing compared to a mansion on Fifth Avenue. And here it is. Look on the left. Look at that building he got for a necklace. And they're not letting go of it. All right, everybody, we're just about at our next. Rockefeller Center is the baby of John D. Rockefeller Jr., built during the Depression. Now, his wife...
Yeah, so we alighted here. We got into the Rockefeller Center. We also were shown where... What's the news organization? There is like a news center there as well. So we filmed there.
Okay, everybody, let's start the show. There's an American flag. Remember, I pointed down, so right in front of this building. This room drives me crazy. It floats, you guys, and has beautiful carving. So take a look at the beautiful room, and then let's head down.
So yeah, NBC News films here as well. So.
You guys see a giant 20-foot inflatable rat. It does not mean there's rats in the building. It means they're using non-human and fortitude. Anybody reading between the lines there? Sorry. All right, now behind and that statue, that's Audrey Munson posing. Now behind the library, you guys, is one of our famous parks, Bryant Park. So they built it as fast as they could possibly go. They built 102 stories in 410 days. For the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. So Wednesday night, folks love to come out, bring the kids, and watch all the balloons get blown up. Okay, everybody, let's look to the right, down the block, on the right side. See the big red sign? That's Macy's. Now we're passing the Empire State Building on the right. Now, guys, we have so many museums here. Where we pulled in at Central Park, just a few blocks north, is our Museum of Natural History. You guys, they have full-size, a lot of famous weddings at the Marble Collegiate, you guys. All 5 Eliza Minnelli's, Trump's first wedding as well. Now, guys, we're still in Midtown, but this part of Midtown's called the Fort Arch, you guys. Oh, sign our petition. What are they doing? Oh, free candy. They're giving out free candy. So that's the second one I've seen. So I bet they've got them in Times Square, too. See them hanging around this neighborhood. And over 40,000 students attend here. And 100,000 on the internet worldwide. It is one of our nation's most expensive universities. So if you know anybody who wants to attend, don't give up. There's a lot of money in grants and foundations. You just got to hunt for it and fight for it. All right, guys, after 9/11, the financial district was empty. You know they give samples. Oh, thank you, Tony. That man's blocking our view. Thank you, Tony. All right, for the dignitaries. So he sent his wife to New York City, this building here on the left, the gray, and she bought the first White House there. And that's where the Otis elevator was installed. Slime, here it is. The Museum of Slime. All right, guys, now we're on our way to Chinatown. And you know what else they're famous for? Massages. Oh, you guys, there are places here you can get a 1-hour foot massage for $35. Can you imagine a whole hour? So just Google it, and they've got all kinds of it around here. Oh, boy. Got a little trouble, huh, Tony? In 1993, they found out this used to be the African burial grounds for free Africans and enslaved Africans. They think over 15,000 are buried in this neighborhood. So they made a beautiful statue called Triumph of the Human Spirit. And they put it right in front of all the courthouses. And then if you look at it, it's got arms in the cement coming out from the son, Washington Roebling. He was a civil engineer. He came on board. Chapel. Free to go in, you guys. So I hope you'll take a look if you're in the neighborhood. But we get a better view once we get past it. And we're going to look for the white triangular monument. That's where Alexander Hamilton and his wife are buried. So let's look to the right, everybody. And that white one there, that's where Alexander Hamilton. Now call it the Broadway Bull. And it's supposed to be good luck to get your picture taken holding on to the line right now. Not bad at all. But the line's usually longer in the back of the bowl. Oh, look, only one hand. 3 months in posing for those statues. It is currently the...
So yeah, so we are in New York, so we are still on the tour, and it's amazing out here. Great.
There's no such thing as ground zero. It's gone. It's the memorial. So let's talk about it. So they were inexperienced pilots. They came out of Boston. They didn't have to know how to navigate. That Hudson River goes all the way up to Canada. Follow that river, find that river, follow it down, and there's those two towers. They hit the North Tower from the south and the South Tower from the north. 7 buildings went down. 3 more were considered unsafe and were torn down. A total of 10 buildings. This is the Memorial Museum. You guys, it starts at the bottom. If you go to that museum, please ignore everything. Go to the bottom. Then work your way up. The stuff is interesting, and then you look at it.
So here is names of all the people that perished on this day. This tree survived and was not destroyed during that attack.
I mean, we have people whose chemicals aren't right. Okay, that's everywhere. But from that standpoint, it backfired on them. So here's where the president lands. And then over here, they've got a ship that they've turned into a museum, the Wavertree. And that green glass building you see there, that's Pier 17. ESPN moved their headquarters from Connecticut to right there. So look at the beautiful views they have, huh? Theaters, nightclubs, really fun. You can go on the Wavertree. And then on top of Pier 17, they put an ice.
So waiting for the train, it got delayed by an hour. So we had to wait, and it was our time to board. We used Dorothy Day ferry, and perfect views. I think the views here are delightful.
If you are in need of assistance, please contact one of the crew members that are on station while the ferry is in operation. Please familiarize yourself with well-established instructions, plainly posted and located throughout.
This is Manhattan. So guys, all of this is Brooklyn. And all Brooklyn Queens. So here's Manhattan. And the Brooklyn. I see, here's the world. So today is my last day, my last night in New York. It's Tuesday, so I leave tomorrow in the morning, and so I am so grateful that I did make this trip. It's been such a lovely experience. Today I did do a tour of New York, just basically going around some of the most historic places, things I've only watched in movies, and such an incredible experience. I loved every bit of it. I have genuinely loved New York this time around. So I am very excited got to do this. I am very excited that
I planned out this trip and actually did it. It has mean a lot to me to be in spaces that makes me grow, makes me feel better about me and about the work that I do. So the work that we do can be a little stressful at times, and it really does help when you pause and get to listen to other people as well. But also, I think this experience for me has been also coupled with a bit of rest, and yeah, and just like introspecting, because my life is so fast paced. I rarely take time to just recalibrate and think. And I think for me, this time has been perfect to just recalibrate and think, and to just in the moment and to feel connect to some of the things that I had lost connection with. And so I'm just really so grateful that I got to do this. I am grateful that my career affords me opportunities to travel and to connect. I've connected with old friends. The last time I was in New York was 5 years ago in 2019. I was supposed to come back in 2020, the pandemic hit. I've been pregnant ever since, so I feel that I had lost touch some of the people in this space, and I have reconnected, gotten beautiful partnerships, and I am just so excited. So I'm just walking back from my final event that took place this evening. So like I'm going back to the hotel. So I stayed on 39th Street. And so I just really, I am so grateful that this happened for me. So I'll see you guys maybe tomorrow as I leave for the airport. I'm almost at my hotel, and I hope that I edit this and you watch it as soon as possible. I'm not sure it will. It's really cold. So it's first day of spring. It's very cold. So looks like winter. But then the weather also has been really great the entire time. I think it's only now that it's beginning to be extremely chilly, which is good because I'm leaving. I am leaving. And so yeah, I got to appreciate New York. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful city. So I stayed at the pod. So I need my card to access my floor. Please live on the 3rd floor. Yay! I am excited. Very, very excited. So I'll see you guys. Bye. So I'm headed to the airport now. The cab driver was really nice. I couldn't capture a lot on my way back from the Statue of Liberty because my phone went off. But I'm glad that I got to capture what I did. I had such a hectic time in the airport just because I hadn't paid for some luggage. I thought it went through but it didn't go through, and my credit card just refused to work. But I managed, and so I'm on my way back home. That has been such a good trip, and yeah, I'm excited to be back home. So that's Nairobi. Thanks for watching, guys. And we are landing in Nairobi. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. Until next time. I hope you enjoyed this video. touchdown Nairobi. There's no other feeling like the feeling of just being home. I got to Kisumu, and yeah.